Hello and good afternoon. You know, most of time we always think how to speak fluently, or whenever we see somebody speaking, or we realize that that guy is speaking fluently, effortlessly, without thinking, or flawlessly. So at that time we surprise, or we always Google somewhere, go internet, or just type the keyword how to speak English fluently, or what is the way that helps us to speak in English. But finally, we come across the failure because the really way that we need to follow, we never follow. We always show negligent, or always become like, okay, I'll say later. So it gives us very great, or it is very easy to find the content, but to follow the right way, it we don't follow that, or it takes a long time until you understand, you past or you waste a lot of time. So better to be very precisely or follow the content that helps you to speak. And nowadays I can see many of us, they want to speak English, they go to the YouTube, they find somebody, they write, how to speak English, or they are speaking their native language, means not in English. Or we see that we try to mug up, we try to cram, or we try to learn, but finally, what do we get? Nothing. So the only way to speak, or only way to achieve this fluency is to speak, right? So as much as you speak, listening you should never forget. Never ever you need to forget the listening part. Listening part is one of the great way that basically gives your mind environment. You must be knowing why language takes time to learn, because that needs environment, or that environment can be created by yourself. But how many of us have that challenge, or have that very common question that I don't have anybody to speak with. So how to practice? First of all, create environment. So listen as much as you can listen. Or let's say you don't have partner. So what to do? So nowadays, let's say I'm teaching. I have been teaching globally. So I connect my student to a student. They practice with each other. But if somebody don't want to talk with some other, so I just advise them. Right? Don't need to worry. Just listen some podcast English, or once you got it very clearly that okay, whatever that person is saying, I'm gonna get that easily. So now just repeat that. So if you do it like daily 3 hours 4 hours, so what will happen, your mind will become used to, or mind is a great weapon, that once something goes in your mind, so that starts following that way. Or one day you think, or you start realizing that okay, the way now I'm receiving, that is not taking that much time, because initially we cram, we learn a lot of sentences, a lot of vocabulary, a lot of phrasal verb, idioms, whatever thing that we learn, we forget. Why? Because we are not gonna use, we are not listening anywhere. Only we have learned, and we are trying to keep that in mind, put that in mind, but it is not that easy that we think. So for to be very honest for that, you have to use wherever you go, use that, keep listening, right? There are so many channels nowadays. I recommend to my all student to download any podcast, any channel, or listen that American people, or native channel. Native means the people, they have born, they have they are from the English culture. So listen these people, or once you become habitual, once you become used to, or you are interested, guys. Passion is the main thing. Like until you don't have passion, until you don't think that okay, I want means I want. It is my lust, it is my wish, it is my desire. I'm very much passionate. So until you don't go in this category, or until you don't feel these things, the interest, the capacity, the passion, you're not gonna get that. Many people are sabotaging their time, they are squandering away their time, wasting their time, but they hardly get it. Why? Because they are thinking some small, very short trick that never gonna happen, right? Never ever Guys, listen, anything in life that you want that is important, very great thing, that great sacrifice, the great devotion you have to give. So until you don't give or until you don't do that, we're not gonna get that, and that is very easy, right? So never ever find some easy trick. There is no any tips, no any trick. Only the way is your mind should be ready. Your mind should get the rhythm of English, or how it will happen. Only watching, only listening. So watching it takes a long time. You have to sit down. You have to watch the TV. So better to listen. Use earphone. Put in my ear wherever you are going. Go. Keep listening. You are not gonna get disturbed. So at least you are gonna get environment. So your mind should be in that pressure that anything that is coming in whole day it is in English. So just assume, how do we get, how do we speak our own native language? Because whole day we are surrounded by these all language. People are speaking, it's going to a mind, or our mind is receiving that, or finally we relieve, we realize that okay, we're not gonna take a risk, we're not gonna give a lot of time to think, to listen, and then we're speaking in our own language. Why? Because we are surrounded, we have been becoming like used to speak the same language. So it is great, it is better to not go in that old trap. Don't read or don't cram or don't learn that much thing. Whatever you have learned, use that. Whatever thing you occupy, use that. But listening is a great way. Only listening can make you as greater as you want. So listening, never ever compromise with listening. I believe if you can, if you believe on me, because I have been teaching for last 2 3 years, and globally now I am teaching. So I know very well how to make you speak. So always and always I am forced to listening as greatly as much as time you waste, invest, devote, sacrifice while listening, that greatly you got the things. Or one day, so do this drill. I mean, listening 3 4 hour daily, and whatever you are listening, if you are not getting, even though you have to listen. So many people they give up, they think they surrender, that no, I'm not gonna get that. Wait, wait for a few weeks. So in 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, max to max 4 week, something you're gonna get, something you're getting started to understanding. So never ever give up, have at least faith. So a month, at least minimum a month, keep listening 2 or 3 hours. Then thereafter you will start realizing that some vocabulary, some sentence they were speaking, I'm gonna get that. And start writing these all vocabulary that is unknown for you. You're not gonna get that what is the meaning. So once you write, then again you listen, again you write, means the unknown vocabulary. So what will happen once you need to write it, and later on whenever you listen again that vocabulary by other people, you're not gonna get to learn again. It is in your mind, or easily you got it. So this is very precise or right way to capture the all standard vocabulary, or this thing, the structure that you have learned and now you're listening. So what will happen? You don't need to turn on the page again and again learn, again forget, again learn, again forget. These all things basically is time taking process. That thing we need to avoid, right? Wherever you feel like I'm getting bored, just ignite your passion. So igniting your passion, excitement, gives you, fuel you, like support you. So you're not gonna think a lot of time or much time that no, I cannot do that, because it is your wish. You are the responsible, you are the one who want to grab that great opportunity. Guys, I don't need to elaborate. I have gone in many videos. I have said many times, described many times how great it is, how good, fortunate, how greatly it shapes or it craft your career. Or nowadays, we all are doing most of the thing. At least we should earn something. So, and better way, if you learn it, you can teach it also. So right now, nowadays I teach. I'm sitting at my place, not need to be worried, not need to go outside. Only internet, laptop, that shit. So it is a great chance that provide you. So learn it as much as you listen, that greatly you grab it, right? Because I have been associated with many countries, people, teacher, how do they teach? I am very much aware, familiar, so I know. And this is why do I focus on the main components, main aspect that I have been telling you, that I am communicating with you, that I am conveying you. If you believe, if you follow, you will get it. So never ever stuck with some YouTube channel where they say like cram it, you will speak English in 30 days. It's totally false. At the same time, right, just disconnect that YouTube channel. Never need to listen these all people. They are only trapping, they are only trying to lure people to watch, or whole day you are speaking in your own language, you are not gonna get that. You have to listen as much as you can listen in English, that greatly you got it. So thanks, I think it might help you. Even though if you don't believe, have this drill for a month. After a month, you might surrender, but in month you will got many things that you were missing. Or one day you will realize after a month, like okay, these all components, these all aspects, basically we need to follow, but we were not following. We are only watching so many time, wasting much time to watching that YouTube channel. Somebody was giving tips, short tips to speak English. They give a very great thumbnail. So that never helps. Only you're speaking as much as you listen, that create environment, and that at least help you out. Nothing else work. Right. Only these tips helps you follow it for a month. Nothing happens in a month. Give 2 3 hours daily. Finally, you got it. What actually I mean? What do I imply? What do I convey? So one day you will got it. Right. Thanks.